Hey guys, welcome to my March 11th DVD update. Yes, it's been 2 weeks since my last DVD update, not 3 weeks and not a month. And I'm here to talk about the DVDs I've gotten over the last 2 weeks. The first one I got yesterday, and it's Pinochio, the 70th anniversary Blu-ray edition. And let me tell you something. You are going to be so amazed at how good this looks on Blu-ray. I mean, for a movie 70 years old, this looks like it was filmed yesterday. Came out to theaters yesterday. Let me tell you too, when you look at this, this is a total, true beauty Disney film. I think it's probably one of Disney's best films. It was one of their earliest films as well. I think it's either their second or third film. I think the first one was Snow White. And basically, if you've seen it, it's about Geppetto, who creates Pinocchio, who's a doll, and has this dream on a star that Pinocchio would become a real boy. And then the fairy queen comes and turns Pinocchio into a living puppet. And if Pinocchio is not a pain in the arse, he'll become a real boy. But basically, it's a very inspiring film. And you're if you haven't seen this movie, I don't know what's going on here. But you're definitely going to like this. And you're not, and the way, how good it looks on Blu-ray, though, is just amazing. It has features, it has a making of. It also comes with Disney's doing this new thing, what includes a DVD copy of the movie as well. So I guess if you want to give it to somebody, so it has the Blu-ray version, the features, which I'm looking at, and then the first disc of the normal one. And they aren't increasing the price to do that. So I mean, it's no problem. I mean, it makes sense for people if they want to play it in a room in the house that doesn't have the Blu-ray. The next one I got is one people have been telling me to watch this thing for years. I mean, I can't think of another movie people have been telling me to watch more than this. I mean, in school people were telling me to watch this. Everywhere. People were like, this is my favorite movie. And I got sent it, so I finally did watch it. And it's the Boondock Saints. And I was actually very surprised at how much I did like this. And I just heard they're making a sequel to it. And the movie's basically about these two brothers who become basically vigilantes, who are basically killing all the bad people in, I think it was either New York or Chicago. And Willem Dafoe plays a cop, a FBI agent, trying to track down the who's murdering all these people. Willem Dafoe in this was so funny, and what sucks is he's not going to, from what I've heard, unless it may be wrong, he's not going to be in the sequel to it. And he was my favorite thing in this whole movie. And I really did like this, and it looked really good on Blu-ray. I watched the director's cut, but I have never seen this before, so I don't really know what was different. I'm guessing there's probably some extra blood, a few shots or so, because the time seemed to be the same. Another one I was sent that I never saw before, but I actually saw the ending, I think, when I was a kid, so when I saw the end, I was like, I'm not going to say what it was, but it wasn't as surprising as I would have hoped. But it was a Richard Gere, Edward Norton film, Primal Fear. Basically, this movie is about Richard Gere as a big, successful lawyer who likes to have himself out in the public. He's like, always in the spotlight and likes to be talked about. And that's basically why he's a lawyer, is to be seen. And the movie's about Edward Norton's character is accused of killing this archbishop priest. And Richard Gere is trying to defend him, saying that he didn't do it. And that's basically the movie. It's like cutting back and forth between court cases. And I really did like it. I mean, I thought it was not the greatest movie, but I did like it. And it looks good on Blu-ray. The next one I got is from Dimension Extreme. And I think Dimension Extreme is putting out some of the most interesting things in the last couple of years. I mean, that one they did Inside, the French film, and most of the films they put out are foreign films, which you wouldn't really get to see otherwise. And this film is called Dead in 3 Days, which they're actually doing a sequel to right now. Or it may be coming out now. And it's a German film. It's about these kids. It's going to sound a little bit like I Know What You Did Last Summer, but it's not like that. I mean, I didn't think it was. It's about all these kids, this group of kids, that on prom night, or the few days before prom night, they're getting these messages saying, you're going to be dead in 3 days. And little by little, one of them's dying off, and that's basically what it is. There's not a whole lot to it, but it was very well done. And some of the locations, like where they shot some of this on some of these lakes, were amazing. I would definitely check this out. It's not expensive. It's probably about $12 at the most, but I really did like it. Pretty much everything Dimension Extremes put out, I've liked. And the next one I got was SpongeBob, the big one. Yeah, big one. And it's the SpongeBob show, longer episode that Johnny Depp was in as the surfer character. He's like, oh, dude. And I like this one, and you're going to actually see an appearance by Davy Jones. Yes, not Davy Jones's locker, Davy Jones from the Monkees, who I don't think I recall seeing anything since the last Brady Bunch movie. And it was very inspiring to see Davy Jones again. And I don't know about if anyone else agrees, but he does not seem to age much. Like, I mean, seems like he's looked the same forever. I mean, he's got a bit of an olderness now, but he looks exactly the same he did like 10 years ago or 12 years ago in the Brady Bunch movie. I mean, in my opinion, I think SpongeBob is, I've said this many times, is pretty much the last remaining cartoon that Nick has. It's like a classic Rugrat, Rocco, kind of Doug kind of cartoon. And the next one, I feel ashamed of even owning this. And I just had to see this. And I feel like probably not many copies of this will be sold. And not many people will even bother seeing this. And I saw this, and I'm ashamed. And it's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective Jr. No, Jim Carrey's not in this, so don't bother asking. The only like semblance of Jim Carrey in this entire movie is that classic Ace Ventura song from the original. That guy was a rapper. I don't know what he's doing now, but who was also the cop in it, in the original one, did. And like you hear this like real like early '90s song with this kid during the main menus. It was very strange. Basically, this is supposed to be Ace Ventura's son. And the mother is supposed to be Courtney Cox's character from the first one, even though she wasn't mentioned at all in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. I mean, who knows? And of course, Courtney Cox didn't do this, so she was replaced by someone that was kind of similar looking. So basically, the only interesting things about this movie was, one, it was shot at Gatorland, which not much inspiring happens there. Like, I remember going to Gatorland, and like the one guy ran everything, and I'm not kidding about this. He ran the gift shop. Then he was out there riding the train. Then later, I saw him wrestling the alligator. It was like he was doing everything. It was like the one-man park. I don't know. And some of it was shot at Universal Studios, Florida. Normally, when they shoot on the Universal backlot. They actually shot at the Universal parks. So there's one scene when the Ace Ventura son was investigating like dinosaur bones, like a missing something or other, and it was shot in the Jurassic Park thing, and the Islands of Adventure, which was kind of interesting. Those are the only interesting points of this. Basically, it's just the son who has this weird feeling that, like this urge to be like pet detectiving, and his mother works at the Gatorland, like I said, and this panda bear gets stolen, and the mother gets blamed, so the kid has to try and prove the mother's innocence. But there's not very much good about this movie, so don't expect going in to see a very good film. And the kid in it is like that fat kid who was in License to Wed. Yeah, you'll recognize him. And the way he was playing Ace Ventura was not very good. And when he was playing Ace Ventura, he was like, he wasn't, he needed to be doing those, somebody stop me! He needed to be doing those faces and stuff. He was just like, I'm Ace Ventura's son. Somebody stop me. Do not go in there. It was like, you know what I mean. Not very good. The next one I was sent was Futurama, and I didn't see the last one of these movies, but it's Futurama Into the Wild Green Yonder, which is kind of like There Go Green episode. It's about Las Vegas is being remade, like it's being torn down, the old Las Vegas, and putting it like on the moon, and then that's one point of it, and then I didn't care too much for it. I thought it was okay. I'm always more of a fan of The Simpsons, and King of the Hill, which I heard is leaving, which I'm really upset about. I'm hoping I've heard rumors it's going to go to ABC, maybe. I mean, I don't know. It sucks too, because it's just gone in HD now, at King of the Hill, finally. This was okay. It wasn't the greatest. The major plot thing was they were going to be demolishing planets in the Earth to build this like big galaxy golf course thing. There was like you shoot the balls in the space and stuff. It was kind of interesting. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it looked good on Blu-ray. It didn't really pull me in very much. I liked the show, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. It just wasn't that interesting. And this one, I didn't even finish getting through this thing. It bored me. Like, it's the same thing with that Man of the Year, and this is What Just Happened. I'll eventually watch it. What sucks is this thing was started off so boring, and I really loved the movie that he did. Barry Levinson, who is a fellow Baltimorean, he did Toys, which nobody liked, was the Robin Williams thing that really got duped on. And I like Toys. Toys, had an amazing setting of that toy store shop, and the music in it was great. It was really a beautiful movie, but not many people liked it. The next one was a very big pain in the arse with this. I ended up having to get it twice. I got it, again, cheap, really cheap on Amazon for like $4, but I was not happy about this, having to get this thing twice, because I really wanted the uncut one, and I'm going to show you what it is in a minute. And it's Dimension Extreme's Extreme movie. Now, the thing is with this, I didn't know there was going to be these two versions of it, so I bought it at Walmart, unknowing. Then I go home and realize there's an unrated version. And it's kind of confusing with what's different about these two. There's a few lines changed in this, and the R-rated version has like 10 minutes of outtakes, and is longer than the unrated. And the outtakes are not on the unrated one at all. And the outtakes were funny, so it doesn't make a lot of sense, so I wouldn't rack my brain worrying about it. But it's kind of confusing. Basically, this is like kind of like the Groove Tube, Kentucky Fried Movie, like spoof skit movie. And one of them's with Frankie Muniz, and he's like with his girlfriend who wants to take it to the next level. And it's like all these next steps of it. The one that was really funny was Andy Moanakis. I'm not going to talk about all what it was about, but his was very funny. And I also liked there was a weird science spoof in it. My all-time favorite one, though, was the Jamie Kennedy one. A lot of people don't like Jamie Kennedy or give him a lot of crap. I liked him. I liked the Jamie Kennedy Experiment. I liked most of the movies he did. I didn't like the that rap show that he did. That wasn't very funny to me. I did like the Malibu's Most Wanted movie pretty much. This one, though, it's like sort of him doing a hidden camera thing again. The way he was acting this was really funny, though. I would definitely recommend this, but don't buy it at Walmart. Buy the unrated one if you can find this one. And like I said, there's not really a whole lot different. I mean, the cover, there's like differences. It was just a pain in the arse, the whole thing. The next one I got, I can't really hold anything up for this, but it's I'm gonna post the link to where to buy this on the side. But it's called Isle of the Damned, and I really like this movie. It was shot in Baltimore, and I found the guy. I don't remember where I found him. He was posting something on MySpace. But it's basically a spoof parody kind of movie of Cannibal Holocaust. It's about these, kind of like that. It's basically like all the cannibal films in general, about them going out there, this group of explorers looking for treasure. Then they end up on this island, and it's inhabited by cannibals. And the thing what they did with this that was like sort of the spoof was, all the characters were dubbed over later. So they were probably speaking gibberish from the set, I don't know. And then it was all so over the top and silly. It was like these crazy cannibals and trying to get this treasure. That was the main thing of it, but I thought they did a really great job with the music in it. It had this everything about it seemed like Cannibal Holocaust and those cannibal films. The director really knew those movies, so it was so much like that. I wish I had something to hold up. But definitely look on the site and look at the trailer for it. I really did like it. The next one people kept telling me to see, so I ended up getting it. And it's the Angelina Jolie, John Malkovich film Changeling. It's a movie about her, Angelina Jolie's character, whose son, she goes out one day and leaves him home. She comes back and he's missing. And then there's this big hunt for the son. At the same time, there's all this stuff going around with the LAPD or the New York, wherever this was shot or supposed to take place. I don't remember where it was, but it was supposed to be like they were terrible cops. They weren't getting anything done. So they eventually find the son, or they supposedly find the son. She comes to the train station to see him. It's not her son. It's some other kid, and they're trying to make her believe that that he's changed over 3 months. And then it's this huge ordeal of her trying to actually get her son back, and how they stop the search. And there's one character, and I'm not going to say who reminds me of, I don't want to ruin any of this, because I don't think they even talked about this character in the trailer. But this character has a true Conan O'Brien thing going for him. Now, I'm sure not many people notice that, but if you really look, you'll see that. And the next one I got, I was lucky enough to get sent from Paramount, and I really liked, was happy to get this. It's the South Park, the complete 12th season uncensored. I think this is the second season to be uncensored. And it has, basically the episodes in this that I really liked. This is definitely, if you can get this on Blu-ray, I mean, first of all, I don't think Comedy Central has a high definition channel. At least I don't believe so. So that for the first time, you're going to see this thing in high definition and in widescreen, it looked outstanding. I mean, better than you would imagine it looked. And I believe that the new episode of it shows of this show is airing tonight. It has the Britney one, the one that I'm trying to look at the ones that I liked. The best one with Mr. Garrison when he wants to go from being a woman back to a man, so they have to end up growing his Johnson on a mouse, and then the mouse gets free. That was a really good one. The other one that I liked was when they all went to that reenactment of one of those like old town reenactments, which I've never actually been to them, but they were really ridiculous places. And Cartman then ends up getting held up by these robbers. And then also the spoof of heavy metal. This is definitely, I mean, you're really going to be amazed at how good this looks on Blu-ray. And I would definitely recommend getting the Blu-ray of this. It has, as always, the mini commentaries by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, which are about like 5-minute long things. And then it has like behind the scenes, which are basically, it has like a making of for the whole week of the episodes. I don't think Matt Stone and Trey Parker are in them, but it's basically with the animators talking about how they put the whole show together in a week. But I would definitely recommend that. The next one I got is the re-release with a few new features with a pretty bad cover of Wes Craven's Last House on the Left. But it does have a new David Hess. I don't think it's new. I think it was from the old Blue Underground DVD. It was out in Europe. But it's David Hess, Mark Sheffer, and Fred Lincoln who were the main bad guys in Last House on the Left. This cover's okay. I think the thing with Last House Left is it never really had the major good covers for the VHS or DVD. Like the VHS was not so good. The last DVD wasn't so good. It's kind of like plagued of not having the greatest covers because I don't think there's a whole lot of artwork for this to work with. But it's just kind of trying to make it look newer, I think. I saw the remake to it. I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to do it in the review with MJ. It was just okay, but I don't want to talk about the points of it. But this, I really like this movie. The thing, it's not the greatest movie, but what I really like in this is David Hess, who went on to do a lot of like similar films and a lot of films in Europe. And I was hoping he would have had a part in the new one, and at least doing something in it, as maybe the father or somebody in one of the shops or something, but he didn't. I would definitely check this out. It's definitely like a real adults only kind of movie, though. Next one I got is the Sex Drive, the unrated cream-filled edition Blu-ray. And Sex Drive, I talked about it in a review one of the Around the Town reviews, and I really like this movie. It definitely has one of those real 80s style feels to it. It's about these two guys. This one guy meets this girl online. She wants to meet up with him, so they go on this road trip to meet her. And on the way, all these crazy things happen. They run, the car breaks down, then they end up getting it fixed by Seth Green, who's an Amish guy. I thought it was funny. It has the unrated edition. When you watch this, do not watch the unrated one first. It's not the way to watch it. Basically, what they did was they added in like nude women with blue screen just walking by the shot randomly, and they extended the takes like 6 times over. Like basically all the improv lines that the characters did. There's like behind the scenes stuff cut in. Definitely, that's not the way to watch it the first time. I watched through the whole thing. It was funny, but the original one is definitely the better version of the movie. And these ones I got yesterday, so I didn't even get to open them. But it's on Paul, Sean William Scott and Paul Rudd's film, The Role Models. And this also I should say, the Blu-ray of this has additional features that are not on the other one for anyone who cares. It has this Blu-ray deleted scenes and like extra stuff. Basically, this was them, Paul Rudd and Sean William Scott as these two characters who end up crashing their they have like a Red Bull kind of car. They crash it into this campus thing, this statue, and end up getting community service, and they end up having to work with these kids at like this camp thing. They have to be like big brothers with the kids, and then it's basically them doing all this stuff with these kids and like being forced into doing this. And it was a very funny movie. I think one of the funniest movies of 2008. Definitely would check this one out. The other one I got that Sean Penn won for Best Picture was Milk, which I still need to watch that, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Gus Van Sant did this, he did, Elephant, and he just did the one that I don't think many people saw, Paranoid Park, about the skateboarding kid, which was very good. And To Die For, in a lot of movies. And this one, which I have not seen this thing in years, so I need to watch this again. And I can't believe that it even finally came out, because I know George Lucas did not want this thing to come out. It was very not really unhappy with this. And I had no problem with this movie. I mean, a lot of people put it down saying it was so bad. It really isn't bad. I mean, it's kind of funny. And it's Howard the Duck. And I always liked it. I have not seen this movie in at least 10 years. But I'm glad to see it at least finally has come to DVD after. It's basically the one they said would never end up coming out, and now it has. But George Lucas, is what I've heard, doesn't talk on it or speak of it or do anything with it. If this comes out, maybe next we'll see a true DVD of the Star Wars Christmas special. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this new DVD update, and so I'll see you again in about 2 weeks or so, and enjoy your day, night, or evening.